I've been wanting to do a clear case Nintendo Switch mod for months, and today I'm gonna make that happen. Now, about a month ago, JerryRigEverything made a video about his collaboration with dbrand on the Teardown skins for the Nintendo Switch. So I'm gonna use this on another Nintendo Switch at the end of the video, and then we'll compare them and see which one looks better. So the problem I've always had with most Nintendo Switch clear case mods is you have this pesky metal plate on the back. So even if you put a clear case on, it doesn't really matter because the metal case is covering everything you'd want to see inside. So today we're going to remedy that. Now this one is kind of like a prototype for me. I've cut away all the parts of this metal plate that I don't think I really need. Now this metal plate does serve an important function, and that is it helps cool the main chip on the board. So we don't want to take this whole metal plate off. We want to keep enough on here to help dissipate the heat, but also I want to see all this stuff when I put the clear case on. So this part is the experimental part. I do want to have a few places to screw it down so it stays in place securely, and I do need to make it big enough that it can dissipate some heat, which I think I've done. I won't know for sure until I get playing on this, but I think this will be good enough. Now that I've experimented with how I want to cut it, I'm going to get another Nintendo Switch and actually make the final cuts, sand down the edges, and see how it looks. We have a total of 10 screws that need to be removed. We've got these 4 tri-ring screws on the back of the case. We have 2 screws here, 1 screw on the top, 2 screws in the side, and this screw under the kickstand. And I'll be using my favorite electric screwdriver. This will be linked in the description below if you want to buy one for yourself. I use this all the time when I'm repairing switches. Now with all those screws out, we can lift up over here and lift the back cover off. And you can see what I mean. We've got this metal plate here. This is what we're gonna modify. So we need to remove this plate. We need to remove the 1 screw from the SD card slot. Then we have a screw here, here, 2 screws over here, 1 over here, and 1 over here. Now I'm going to clean off the thermal paste from here and from here, just so we can test fit it without getting anything dirty. And also while we're cutting it out, I don't want to get this all over my hands. And before we do anything here, I'm going to unplug the battery just so there's no power flowing through the board. If we accidentally touch 2 points with something metal that could short something out, we want this thing to work when we're done. So the battery's disconnected. Now we can get to modifying this back plate. Now the first one of these I actually made it about that big, but then I decided this probably doesn't really need to be here, and what I actually want to do is cut away this part of the metal down here that cover these RAM chips, because there's no thermal paste between this part of the cover and the RAM chips, so this probably will be fine without having it there. So I'm gonna cut that off too, and then we'll install the plate over it, and then we'll be able to see the RAM chips once we're finished. So I'm gonna use my test piece as my template, so I can just put it down right there. Then I'm gonna trace around, and then I'm gonna use some side cutters to cut along the edges. Then I will go around with sandpaper and sand the edges so I don't have to worry about getting cut. These will be super sharp edges, so if you're trying this or if you want to do this, make sure that you're super careful, and then make sure and sand these off as soon as you're done so you don't get cut or poked with the metal pieces. So here are our extra metal pieces that we're not gonna need anymore. This is what we have left. Now let's test fit it, make sure it does fit on there correctly how we want. Looks like it's gonna work fine. Now I need to go through and cut this plate off right there. So I'm actually gonna mark it right here. There we go. Now we know where we need to make the cut. So I need to get the heat pipe off, and then I can take this cover off, then we'll make the cut, put the cover back on, heat pipe on, and then we'll test fit this and just make sure everything looks good. Now with all that work done, we can test fit this and see what it's going to look like. I love the look of that. Now we can see the RAM chips right there. Now we just need to install the thermal paste onto the heat pipe. And then we do have one screw right here that we can screw it down. And then it'll also be held down by the SD card slot screw. And then we can actually put the clear case on. So this is a clear case that I found on Amazon. I'll leave a link to this in the description below as well. I'm not going to do the Joy-Cons right now, as this is just about the rear case on the Switch itself, but maybe at some point I will do that as well. Now first things first, we need to put the hinge on for the kickstand, and we'll take that from the old case. Once that's done, we'll put the game slot cover on the clear case as well. Well, that didn't go well. I actually stripped this screw out for the kickstand. Just goes to show even people with experience can and do make mistakes. Not a big deal though. We'll put the black kickstand in the clear case. I can replace this in the future if I really want a clear kickstand. Now we have our clear case ready to go. I actually really like the look of the black kickstand so far. It kind of matches this black game slot cover. Let's get it installed onto our Switch and see how it looks. Before the case goes on, the SD slot needs to be installed. I almost forgot this step myself. It's gonna be kind of tricky getting it in the correct location, but it looks like we got it. Now we can install the back case. And there we go, we have the clear back cover installed. We've got just this small bit of the metal plate on the back. I think that will be plenty of heat dissipation. Tell me how you think it looks in the comments. I think it looks amazing. I love the fact you can actually see most of the insides. I do think I'm gonna replace this with a clear kickstand, as I do think that'll look better so you can see this part of the insides as well. But overall, this looks amazing. I'm so glad I cut away this plate so you can just see the entire inside. So while this back case mod I think looks amazing, and this is what I prefer, as I like projects like this, but if you don't have the time or knowledge or skill or patience to do something like this, you might just want to try one of the skins from dbrand. I'm not actually sure on the availability of these skins from dbrand, as I did purchase it a while back when JerryRigEverything just came out with them, but I'm sure if you tweeted him enough and comment on enough of his videos, he'll probably bring them back for you. I'm gonna install this skin on another Switch, and then we'll compare the two and see which one looks better. I'm gonna give my back case a good cleaning just to make sure any of the grime from fingers or anything that is all cleaned off. It's nice and clean. I haven't looked at the instructions. I'm assuming it's just a matter of sticking it on correctly, so let's give it a try. I'm going to try lining up this top part first, the top of the kickstand area. Okay, that actually looks really good, I think. It's gonna be interesting to see how this holds up over time, especially these little pieces down here, if this ends up peeling up or anything, but overall, I think that actually looks really cool. Let's get the other switch over here and we'll compare them. And there we go. This is actually printed nice and bright, which I do like. It does make it pop nicely, but this is obviously real, has more depth to it because there is more depth there. So I do have to say that I do prefer this look, but at the same time, if you don't want to go through all the trouble of this actually looks like a really quality product, as I would expect from JerryRigEverything and dbrand. So I do recommend this if you don't want to go through all the trouble of doing this. And there you have it. There's 2 ways to do a clear case mod on the Nintendo Switch. Let me know in the comments which one you prefer. I'll put a link up on the screen for more Nintendo Switch videos, so come hang out with me over there if you want to see more. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good one.